What is up, everyone? Welcome to the last interview of the year for Shot of Wrestling. I am your host, your favorite actor, Marc Chouen, and I'm here with a very appropriate guest. She's been one of my favorites throughout the year, throughout my history of interviewing on this show. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the BCW Women's Champion, Ruthless LaLa.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go. You know what? And it makes even more better sense because what better way to close out the new year than with the BCW Women's Champion, who is still undefeated, by the way. And on top of it, her birthday is on the 1st, which is the BCW New Year's show. So why would you not close out the why would you not close out the year with greatness and then open the year with greatness? It's beautiful, Marc. I'm so happy.
You just did half my job for me. So this is why I love having you on, promoting the show already, talking about what we're talking about.
Roman says hello. Roman doesn't speak a lot, but when my tribal chief does, you have to acknowledge him. So, Roman says hello. Just
after all this time, I'm just happy that Roman's acknowledging me and saying, acknowledge him. That's just a moment for me. So thank you for that.
Respectfully, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Nothing but respect here. Ruthless LaLa, we're just coming off the heels of Christmas with a Vengeance. You have successfully defended your championship against Brittany Blake. Let's talk about that. How do you feel about that match after you left?
I told y'all I was going, Roman, calm down. You got your TV time. Calm down. I'm gonna give him a second. I did what I said I was gonna do. I want to make sure that the prolific is in there so they can see the pro. I said in the spaces that this wasn't a competition or let alone a challenge for me. Now I've been the BCW Women's Champion for almost 300 days. We're at 276, 77 days, I believe. By the time this come out, it'll probably be 280, 81, 82. Ain't no telling. But, nobody, respectfully, nobody can fuck with me. Whether it comes to the women's division or whether it comes to the wrestling division, period. If I get in the ring, everybody's going to leave because I'm going to give them exactly what they paid for. So as I appreciate Brittany's effort, at the end of the day, she still became Larry Victim 1,769, respectfully, and then even on top of it, it made the victory even sweeter because, I have my A1, I have my best friend there with me. So, having Isaiah Wolf in my corner as I defend the BCW Women's Championship, considering all the crazy shit that we've done, like how we literally turned New York and New Jersey and Connecticut upside down with our feud, it meant a lot to have, not saying I needed backup, but it's just good to have, that brotherhood, that friendship, you know what I'm saying? Like to that solidification that you have people that support you genuinely and want to see you be great and is going to be there to rock with you no matter what. So all in all, Christmas with a Vengeance is exactly what that was. I came in, I put my titties on the table, walked in and walked out, still the BCW Women's Champion. Bam!
You are a woman that definitely, when she speaks, it's with a purpose and you follow through. You've been that way ever since I first met you, and it's been a hell of a year for you. I mean, you basically called your shots here, going to BCW this year. Now let's talk about, you talked about Isaiah Wolf, your best friend there. You're wearing the prolific shirt. It's been a tumultuous year in that standpoint because, at one point, you did talk about winning the Grand Dragon Championship. We had the Grand Dragon tournament and that was still going on. And you also had J Boujii going on. Talk to me more about that. Did that battle with Isaiah Wolf, A, did that make your friendship that much more solid? And then B, what's the deal with J Boujii?
With me and Isaiah, I think people fail to realize is that, me and Isaiah have been cool for damn near his whole wrestling career, which he's in his 8-year career, you know what I'm saying? And when he gets to his 10 year, it's about to be stupid. So it's like me and Isaiah did not just become friends this year. We didn't just become friends last year. We've been close friends for a very long time. Throughout all my trials and tribulations with my health, my mental, in and out the ring, like regardless, like he's always been there for me and always had my back. So this that we went through, this feud, this abomination of fuckery that I would like to call, you know what I mean? It definitely made us closer. It definitely made our bond more unbreakable because nobody could have did to Isaiah what I did to Isaiah. And nobody could have did to me what Isaiah did. That's the thing that I believe why a lot of people enjoyed it and why a lot of people just stayed glued because we gave you what you can identify with. And that's the thing that a lot of people don't understand in wrestling is the connection is giving fans something they can identify with. That's why knowing your character and knowing what you bring to the table is very instrumental because at the end of the day, you have to bring something to the table that is relatable. People can be like, oh shit. And that's all we kept getting. Yo, this reminds me of my family fighting at the barbecue. This reminds me of my family. This reminds me of my family. Because that's exactly what it was.
Any family barbecue that's going down like that, yeah, I want to stay away from that one. That's some hardcore shit.
It was, but at the same time, it's what I needed. Because this is the thing, if you notice, when I was still trying to fight through everything to get back into professional wrestling, you remember, you had this conversation when we talked about when I was first coming back to face Vanity for my BCW championship now. You feel me? And I told you, I need a challenge.
You'd shock your system.
I need somebody to shock my system to get me back to where I used to be. Because when I came back, I'm not the person that I am now that I was when I first came back. I was very unprepared. As much as I pushed myself, I was nowhere near ready mentally, for the things that was about to come. And with everything that I've had going on, my body started shutting down, even in the process of, me returning back. And so that feud with Isaiah was like fucking Campbell's. It was food for the soul because not only did it light a fire under my ass, it made me realize exactly who the fuck I am. Like I lost myself being out for a year and a half. You feel me? I even felt like that when I returned, would anybody even remember who I was? Would anybody even give a shit that I am actually back? You know what I'm saying? And legitimately coming back and getting the love and support that I got was amazing. And then getting the kick in the head, pun intended, multiple times, and multiple, you feel me? And it was what I needed. It was the tough love that I needed, that I wanted, and that I appreciated because it makes me the first lady of pro lifting that I am now. And it also makes me the ruthless fucking individual that I am. And it also makes me Miss What That Larry do, the Queen of Larrys, even more because of everything that I've been through with Isaiah. And that's the thing about a feud, that even though there's so much animosity and heat, if after you finish a feud and you don't come out better than what you was when you went in, did you even do anything? Did you even make an impact? Did you give anything relatable to where people go, oh, yo, yeah, because now, because of my feud with Isaiah, we won feud of the year. And like, that's amazing because that's something that I really wanted. Like, I'm really big on storytelling. And you can have all the moves in the world, you can be shredded up, but at the end of the day, if you don't have a character, if you don't have a storyline, if you don't have meaning, if you don't have anything relatable, what are you doing? Which, speaking of relatable, and what are you doing? Bring it to Boujii. I
Perfect
don't
segue.
fucking care for Boujii. Let this be known. It is not a fact of like it's like I said in the spaces when AJ tried to talk out of his fucking mouth about Boujii. Oh, well, hey, this guy, he gets under people's skins. He gets under people's skins for the wrong reason. The one thing that I learned, which next Wednesday is going to be my 20-year anniversary, you stay humble. You keep your mouth closed and your ears open. You're wrestling, you're about to wrestle a 19-year vet, and the first thing you did is come disrespectful. Massively disrespectful. Nothing you said was, I can't even remember what he said. When Boujii talks, it's like listening to mumble rap. You never understand. You just hear a bunch of sounds and noises. That's what it is. So it's like, I became Ruthless LaLa, and I've been in this game for going on 20 years, not because I've had somebody else do my bidding, not because I had somebody else to beat up somebody, not because I can talk shit and I can't fight. I'm Ruthless LaLa. I am Miss What That Lariat Do. I am Miss Hit That Hell. I'm the BCW Women's Champion because anytime I show up, I handle my business by myself. Even when I was fucking rolling up on Isaiah Wolf, you never saw Isaiah Wolf and somebody else beating up Isaiah Wolf. It was LaLa Wolf. That's it. This dude, I'm starting to figure this dude can't even hold his balls up by himself without assistance. It's like, you want me to give you respect? I'll give you respect when you do something that's credible. All these wins that you've gotten, you didn't get them on your own. You've gotten them because you've always had help. Boujii is that one little brother that talks out the side of his neck and out his ass. And when push comes to shove, he go gets big bro, which is either face or Shayla, they picking on me. You feel me? And then now you got people fighting your battles, but honestly, if you would shut the fuck up, you don't have to worry about nothing. You feel me? So with me, I don't care. I'm gonna tell you why I don't care. Boujii can go around and say, ha ha, I beat LaLa. I beat LaLa. I beat LaLa. No, you didn't. Face beat me. Face beat me. Boujii didn't do shit. Face beat me, but then yet Face wasn't even in the match. Make that make sense. The math is not math in Mark. So I tell you what. I've said this once and I'm gonna say it again. I don't care what matches he get because he applies his nose to AJ Penn's ass. I don't care what opportunities he gets because he wants to shine AJ Penn's shoes or he wants to just be under this man. And for somebody to call everybody else clout chasing, whew, that pot is about black as shit right now. Do you understand me? Like, this dude has called out everybody except Triple H himself to get attention on him.
Yet.
And yet, if you notice, I don't have to do that. You know why I don't have to do that? Because I am what you call reliable. I am what you call a full follow protocol professional. And on top of it, if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And I said, when it was all said and done, I was going to beat the shit out of Boujii. And that's exactly what I did. I hit him with a trash can. I leveled Face. Face wasn't out there no more. And what happened when Face wasn't with Boujii at the Grand Dragon? Mark, what happened? What happened?
Anything can go or picked up the win.
Ass whooped by myself and Prince Nana. What is that saying?
That says anything can go and lose a better man that match.
You feel me? So my thing is, I'm done. I'm not worried about J Boujii. But if I happen to get another match with J Boujii, I ain't even gonna say what I'm gonna do because at some point in time, it may come and bite me back in the ass, and I might have to go to court over it. So let's just put it like this. J Boujii's not on my radar. And the reason J Boujii's not on my radar is because he's irrelevant. The only reason that J Boujii is relevant is because he can't shut the fuck up. That's it. That's it. That's it. He's that one gnat that even though you didn't clean the whole house, he's that one gnat that made it out and just keep going around. And you just keep going around. And you trying to mind your business and eat your food and you just keep going around. I'm just like, oh. So when that finally happens, like, he can do this right now. He can be a gnat at BCW. Because at the end of the day, it don't change the fact that BCW is my home. It's my house. And the only reason that J Boujii came in, because let's be honest about it, J Boujii didn't come into the front door because nobody on the roster welcomed J Boujii in because don't nobody want J Boujii at BCW. J Boujii came through the back door because AJ had a spare key.
Preach it, girl. Preach
That's it. Let's let it be known. J Boujii didn't get the BCW because he's an amazing wrestler or, because this guy is a must-see. J Boujii got to BCW because he brown nosed with AJ to help him get through the back door. And that's why he's here. So as long as he's here, that's fine. He can nat his ass everywhere he wants to go. But the second he nat his ass back in my business is the last time you're going to see J Boujii.
Hopefully AJ Pan next.
Oh, no. I'm fucking AJ up, too. He going to catch
Yes.
Because honestly, at the end of the day, I blame AJ for the bullshit that happened to me at the Grand Dragon tournament. I blame BCW management because there's no reason why the only champion on the fucking show should have been in the first round. I've said this already. It should have been me and Darius in the fucking finals. And now that Anthony Gangone is, you know what? Congratulations, Anthony. But at the same time, why was the BCW champion? Why was the champion, the only champion of BCW on the show in the first half? That's disrespectful. Oh. And then on top of it, you had Faith and Shayla to come out with him. And what's even worse, you watched, because we got screens in the back, you watched the fuckery that happened, and not one time did you try to make it right. So, until the day AJ Pan makes the bullshit that he did and he's responsible for right, I am going to ruin every opportunity he has. If he gets in the ring, I'm going to get in the ring. If he goes on a podcast and I'm there, goddamn it, I'm going to be on the podcast. I'm going to be like Jiminy fucking Cricket on his goddamn shoulder until he fixes this. Because I do not stand for fuckery. And once I start getting very irritated, we all know what happens. So AJ, when you see this, you better fix this shit or I'm going to fix you.
Me and you, we have something in common here, Ruthless LaLa. We may have to continue this conversation off the air, but moving forward here, we talked about in the beginning of the show, and this is how we're going to end the show. We're talking about welcome to the new year, the first show of 2023, January 1st. BCW will be hosting multiple promotions actually involved in this, between Shadow Wrestling Alliance, Pro Wrestling R. We have One Division Pro, all coming together to bring you welcome to the new year at Ridgefield Park, New Jersey, the mecca of the Northeast of wrestling. And Ruthless LaLa, it's your birthday, and you will be wrestling.
Wait, hold on, wait, because I gotta. Shout out to Calypso. If they ever see this, sponsor me, please. Also shout out to Cheetos. I wear the onesie. Sponsor me, please, respectfully. Hold on, let me pour my little. I like to mix my juices.
She does have a TikTok following, by the way.
You say what?
I said she does have a TikTok following, by the way, so sponsor her.
All right, Mark, hold on. Okay. Let's go, Mark. What you got for me?
Okay, so you will be wrestling on your birthday.
Yes.
You'll be representing BCW as a BCW Women's Champion at Welcome to the New Year. And your opponent is...
Hold on, wait.
O'Shea Edwards.
Shit. Oh, shit. My bad.
And that was perfect. That was perfect.
Let's fucking go, man. Yes. You know what? I need the fucking gift of who was it? Is it Steven when he has the Mountain Dew? Wow! Oh God! Yes! Let's fucking go, man! Oh, now that's a fucking challenge, yo. That is a fucking challenge. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, as Michael J. Puddy would say, quoting Chad Gable. Now, Ruthless LaLa, before we close out, I need to hear your parting words for O'Shea Edwards coming up at January 1st. Welcome to the new year. What do you have to say to your opponent?
I feel I'm a very spiritual person. I'm also an empath. So energies and vibes are things that I roll with and I rock with. Uh, Personally, I've known O'Shea for a very long time. Actually, let's give some facts. I've known all the members in STP besides Moses and Khan. I've known Ron for a very long time. I've known Ron before he even became part of STP and he was still on the news. I've known O'Shea before O'Shea became part of STP and he was just out here merely rocking motherfuckers. You feel what I'm saying? And we were on the same shows. I've known Shane Taylor for a very long time. All these three people that I've just mentioned to you are people that I consider my family, are people that I consider as my brothers. These are also the same people that when I was on death's bed and I wasn't in wrestling and I was going through a lot, these are also the people that was there to help me in any type of way that I needed. I've known Shane before he became the captain and he created STP. I known Shane when he was Pretty Boy Killers. I know Shane when he was Murder Inc. You know what I'm saying? Like the Murder Club. Like I've known all these three guys. And the funny thing about it is I've always said that whenever the stars aligned, I wanted to wrestle every single one of them because every last one of those individuals that I just mentioned has a piece to the puzzle that I'm putting together on my wrestling journey. And if I can get that piece that they have, it is going to elevate my journey and my puzzle even more than what it already is. And to have O'Shea on my birthday is a massive fucking honor. And it's funny because First Lady of Prolific, and if anybody knows and they've done their history, Prolific has already went up against STP, and they went up against STP when it was for the Ring of Honor 6-man tag team championships. So the fact that it's the First Lady of Prolific versus O'Shea Edwards of STP makes this this bout a little bit more sizzling and tantalizing. So now that I've said that, so everybody can understand where it's at and the history that I have with O'Shea and Shane and Ron and STP all in together, I'm gonna talk to you, O'Shea. You know who I am. You know what I do. I know who you are. I'm well aware of what you do. January the 1st means more to me than I can even put into words right now. And having you as my opponent is a true honor in its own. But don't mistake my honor for stupidity. I know what you're coming with. And on January the 1st, I'm going to proceed to beat your ass. And then I'm going to knock your fucking head off. And I hope you bring your A game. Because if I don't get the O'Shea that I know, I'm going to be upset. And if I get upset, you know what happens. So all of that Kaju energy you have, I want it on January the 1st. Because Miss What That Lariat do ain't going to have no mercy. And I hope that BCW has insurance because I don't believe the Mecca is going to be the same after we're done. Respectfully. I'll see you on the 1st, bro.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Ruthless LaLa, the BCW Women's Champion. Tickets are on sale right now. Welcome to the New Year, sponsored by BCW. Ruthless LaLa versus O'Shea Edwards. It's gonna be, as the kids say, a banger. And as for me, your favorite actor, Marc Chouen, that is a wrap for the new year for Shot of Wrestling. Stay tuned for 2023 as we will be back with Michael J. Puddy for more interviews. And also, we're going to kick off the year with the year-end awards for 2022. Stay tuned. In the meantime, much love, people. Happy New Year.
I can't hold this pose for long, Mark. Shit.